Hello, this is Sarah Petruno, and this is the Healing a Past Life of Poverty Guided Journey Meditation. To begin, ensure that you are in a comfortable place to sit, where your feet can remain firmly planted on the ground, with the seat back in an upright position. If you aren't already using headphones and that's an option for you, please gather them now. Free yourself of distractions, and when you are ready, close your eyes. Take a few big, deep breaths in and out. And as you do, begin to imagine yourself standing on the cliffside somewhere along a beach in the Yucatan Peninsula. This is in Mexico. You stand above the beach. Below you, you can see the water. It is crystalline blue. You can feel the ocean air blowing across your skin, across the side of your face. Inhaling, you can smell the salt, the marine layer. Looking around you, you begin to take in the views. You are standing amidst Mayan ruins, situated along a cliffside. On a beach in Mexico. You see stone buildings and structures dotting the landscape around you. Lizards running along the rocks. And tropical flowering plants interspersed between the buildings. The air is thick and humid. You look down and you see a staircase. You believe that the staircase leads down to the ocean below you. It has a railing and you begin to take a few steps towards it. You make your way down the staircase. The staircase is built into the cliffside, traveling down, as you can see it, to the ocean below. Built by the settlers who once lived as part of the civilization. As you begin to move down the staircase, the details around you begin to blur. If you saw people around you before on the beach within the settlement, their voices and sounds begin to silence. If you heard birds chirping, they too begin to grow quieter. And as you move down that staircase, the environment around you begins to fade away. Disappearing, dissipating, and floating away until you are no longer on a beach. The staircase moves into the side of the cliff, into the side of this hill, this mountain. It grows darker, and on your next step, you move inside the cliff from the outside sunny beach environment to the cold crystal cave within the cliffside. As you take one step in, you are whooshed down through a tunnel in the cliff. It's like a water slide carries you down, quickly traveling down through the tunnel, down, 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 down. Swerving and turning. You continue to travel and move quickly down the tunnel until you see a light at the end. And you are launched out at the end of the tunnel onto a patch of dirt. You open your eyes and you land in another time. Where you land from out of the tunnel is the past life that most heavily impacts your current life struggles with money, with not having enough, with poverty, with difficulty affording, and with making ends meet. As you stand on this patch of dirt in another era, you squint your eyes and you open them. You are in the life that is most heavily impacting the current challenges you face. Take a few steps away from the tunnel and begin walking. Look around. What year is it? Do you hear any clues? What year pops to mind? Do you see any clothing that indicates the year or the time period? Any features, any buildings, any structures? Any aspects of the life that you are now in that identify the time period? Look around, what do you see? If you are unable to see, ask, what comes to mind? Begin to walk further into this life. And as you do, behind you, you are joined by your spirit guides and a guiding archangel. These companions walk with you, to help guide you and show you parts of the past life that are impacting your current life. Ask them now to take you to the event or events that matters the most in your healing. What would inform you the most as to what you face now and why you face it? Ask your guides and your archangel to take you there now. You are an observer. Imagine that you are transported to the place, the event or events that you need to see. Who are you? Who is the soul self of you in this past life? How old are you? Are you male? Are you female? What are you doing? Who are you interacting with and how? Ask your guides to show you or tell you this information. What are you doing? What is your job? Are you selling something? Are you being berated? Who is around you? Are there people around you? If there are, ask your guides to show you or tell you who those people are to you in your current life. What role do they play in your past life? Who are they now? If you feel distracted, call yourself back now to the present, to this moment in this past life. Who are you joined with in this past life? Who are they in your life now? What role do they play? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Ask your guides to tell you or show you how this makes you feel. What is the equivalent act that is happening now in your current life? The answer may not come right away. Over the course of the next few days or weeks, you may notice this pattern, this activity arise in your life, and it will feel familiar to you and related to this past life. Take note of it. Now that you have seen enough, you will approach this past life soul self of you, soul part of you. You were an invisible observer before, but now this soul self of you can now see you present here. This is a part of yourself that is stuck or stagnant in this past life, continuing to replay this pattern, this activity that is impacting your current relationship with money now. This soul self of you is also known as a soul fragment. And now approach this soul part of you, a soul mirror, a soul fragment. and inform this part of yourself that they are stuck here replaying this pattern. Tell them what year it is now. Say that you are them in the future, a future version of yourself. Ask now if they would like healing, release, and resolution of this pattern, of this life of poverty, of this suffering. And ask if they would like to rejoin you now and move forward into a better life. In most cases, they will say yes. If they do not agree, continue through with this meditation and continue to try again and again and again. Continuing to talk with this soul self of yours and offer them healing. Address concerns and assure them that everything will be okay. Direct your attention back to your soul self. They have now agreed to healing, coming back to you and reintegrating with you, with the greater soul. Visualize yourself now taking a step back and ask that they too also step back. As they do, you see two angels appear on either side of this soul piece of you. The angels extend their hands to either side of the soul self, and their hands act like magnets, lifting away and attracting to their hands any lower, negative, darker energy in need of healing and associated to this pattern, to this life of poverty that they live now. The angels move their hands over the soul, the energy of this piece of you. And as they do, this lower energy magnetizes and sticks to their hands. The angels continue to move their hands around and around until all lower, darker, unhealed energy pieces are now with the angels and away from your soul fragment, revealing a piece of you, a piece of your soul that is pure white energy, pure source energy, pure divine energy. This part of you that was stuck in this past life was once covered in gray and darkness, is now pure source, healed energy, flowing, divine light energy moves through and embodies this soul fragment of yours. The angels step back, and with their hands lifted up to the sky, they direct the energy to divine source above and release it into source energy, where it floats up to the sky, bursts like a firework, and is immediately transformed into divine healing light. With this soul fragment of yours now healed and filled with divine energy. They are now ready to rejoin you and rejoin your energy. Visualize now that you step forward and they step forward. If your eyes are not already closed within this visualization, close them. Take a big, deep breath in and say, I'm ready for you to rejoin my energy and for us to reunite. As you speak those words, visualize now this soul piece of you steps into your body, into your energy field, turns around, and melds fully with your energy field, their energy meshing with your energy, integrating and blending together. A swirl of light quickly passes over you from head to toe, winding up and winding together your energy with theirs. Creating a seamless link. Watch as the swirl of energy moves over you, as if someone tapped a wand on your head and transformed you into Cinderella. When the swirl passes over you and completes the integration and blending of energy from head to toe, a short blast of light completes the transformation and integration and unification of your energy with the energy of the soul piece of you. Take a big, deep breath in. And out. With your soul self that was in this life, now reintegrated with your energy, begin to imagine that the scene around you is washed clean, is wiped clean by your spirit guides and the archangel who came with you today. They use a sponge and a bucket of water that represents source energy, starting at the top and wiping side to side with the sponge. They erase and wipe clean the scenes from this life. This act heals and releases the karma in this life. Continue to watch as your guides and your archangel wash clean the scenes from this life, down to the middle of the scene, moving down all the way to the bottom, until they sweep away and wipe away the scenes from this life below your feet. And you are left standing on a completely white backdrop. At this time, your spirit guides and your archangel lift you up and away and out of this life and bring you back to the cliffside on which you initially stood in Mexico above a beach. They set you down. You take a big, deep breath in and out. And you open your eyes. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder, then your left ear to your left shoulder, then roll your chin down to your chest, tilt your head back, breathe in and out, and come back to your present life in the room in which you sit. You have now completed the past life meditation for healing a life of poverty. For best results, follow the instructions that accompany this meditation. The music for this meditation has been provided by Thaddeus. Thank you.